That's the one thing I forgot, but that's not too bad. Nothing's turned up. I know, this is... Oh, jeez, that seems like a lot of me. Something in that ballpark. Blah, blah, blah.
I am not as loud. You're loud. Your inner thoughts are loud.
Yeah. My inside voice is my outside voice. I have no control. No control. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. I gotta get a script. Because that's what happens when Cameron's around. Do I not have Messenger open? I've got all these tabs. I don't have Messenger. What am I even doing, right, guys? This guy gets it. This guy gets it. Oh. Okay. First segment. Well, but that's I Heart the Internet. Where's... You sent me a message. You didn't send me a script. Oh, wait, there it is. There it is. Took a while to recognize that something was sent. All right. Where am I? I'm Mama? Is that what's going on? Of course I am. Obviously. All right. Do you have this in order? Yes.
Once had a love and it was a gash. Soon turned out had a heart of glass. Seemed like the real thing, only to find mucho mistrust, love's gone behind. Once had a love and it was divine. Soon found out I was losing my mind. Seemed like the real thing, but I was so blind. Mucho mistrust, love's gone behind. In between, what I find is pleasing and I'm feeling fine. Love is so confusing, there's no peace.
Well, it's all there. It's all there to be decoded, should anybody so choose. Actually, Emma really tried to dig deep on it a couple weeks ago. There are compliments, but no insults.
Mucho mistrust, love's gone behind.
Turd man. I don't know.
That was hurtful.
I know.
He is a turd man. He is made of turds.
Oh, now it's gonna stick.
Yeah. You set it to music. Now it's an earworm. An ear turd.
We sat down on the bowl and out came Marco.
Splish splash, he was taking a turd.
If we just stopped everything down right now, we could hammer out
Several poop-based.
we could hammer
parodies.
out the Turdman Copa rewrite. We totes could right now. We're all capable.
See what sticks to the wall.
Turdman would. Turdman totes would. All right. That's us up there. All beautiful
Does it look good?
and bebearded. And
Is that okay?
it is. It is today. It's fine. I've got some opposites of this coming up in a few weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I've got some good lady panels.
Representation matters, but it's not always equally dispersed.
I do my best, but sometimes scheduling just works out to be this.
Yeah.
Not that this is wonderful. This is a great group. It's
Mm-hmm.
just
Doesn't sound like it. Sounds like you're disappointed. Are we all gonna say like the same types of things?
no.
I
And that's
mean-
also the beauty.
I am excited to see how similar all of our jokes are.
We're going to see.
They won't be at all. That's
Jesse,
the
I
beauty.
feel like you should put on some glasses right now.
Yeah, and get a wig.
Okay, you know what? That was hurtful.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that.
What a turd.
Yeah, you turdman.
I deserve that. That's fair. I meant because you have blondish hair.
Is he gonna go find his glasses?
My glasses.
There was finally time.
Jesse's looking for glasses.
You have costume glasses?
Jesse's looking for glasses.
There it is. Oh. And the thing is,
You look like a dork.
I know.
Big
But
glasses.
I also wait. Are these?
They look like Tina
My
Fey.
favorite ones. I don't know where my favorite ones are, but I've got they're very similar. That I think they work.
They make you look smart.
I know. Why don't I wear them more often?
Do they do anything?
Because you're a dummy.
Make me look smart. Do I need more?
Well, I mean, presumably your eyes might not work.
No,
Do your eyes work good?
they do.
Really?
They're going, and it's bothering me.
Well, that's the opposite. Then you just contradicted it. You're like, my eyes are great. They don't work.
Well,
but-
no. I mean, they're not. Again,
They're in my skull.
yeah, they're still.
They're doing most
functional.
of their job.
Yeah.
All right.
I bragged for a long time because it was bragworthy.
Yeah.
That the one vision test that I remember getting, I got 2014, not the year 2014. Vision of 2014, better than 2020.
Did the optometrist?
And I held on to that for a long
They
time.
just shook your hand and we're like, we've never seen this.
Oh yeah, we high-fived for
This
an
is-
hour straight.
This is incredible.
And you're sure that's not just the year you got the test and you read the year without actually reading the diagnosis?
I'm at least at this point choosing to believe the other.
Yeah. Okay.
That
All right.
that I had super eyes, but they're fading.
right.
They're fading. I can feel it. I can feel age creeping over me.
If you've only had one, maybe you see bad all the time, though.
It's possible. Maybe I've just been fooling myself. all
Yeah,
this.
you're just like, the world's kind of fuzzy. It's fine. That's how it looks.
Yeah. Just lots of lens flare and and blurry shapes and colors. I'm a baby again.
It's a J.J. Abrams movie.
You kind of look like J.J. Abrams too.
Oh, all right. I guess I'll take that. Why not?
Just the glasses.
I don't
No. I thought I had something going there for a second.
Lens
You don't look
flare.
rich.
No, good. I wouldn't want to confuse anyone.
You don't look like you're ruining space franchises.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I take that back. You kind of do look like you might be ruining space franchises.
Thank
I
you.
take that.
Thank you. Yeah. Long ago, before the return of the Star Trek franchises, I had some ideas. I had some series ideas half written. If only I had, one, written them, and two, known anyone at Paramount.
Yeah, that would do it.
That would have been
That was the
helpful.
important
That
part.
was more important.
Idea 1, data full frontal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Idea 2.
No, there was no idea. Just stop drilling with data.
The fans want to know what it looks like.
Yeah, fully functional.
Because
That's
it
vague.
probably,
But,
it probably
like,
looks nice. You wouldn't give him an ugly one if you're making them.
But
Yeah, but it would still be yellow.
could you could he change it out? With his emotion chip that he has installed. So
He could. Maybe the motion chip makes it work. And it didn't work before. Well, he said it worked in season 1.
Yeah. They didn't give the impression that it was interchangeable. Seemed like.
In the episode The Naked Now, which I think is the second episode, is when he says that he's fully functional.
And programmed in multiple techniques.
That's right. With Tasha Yar.
Yeah. Yeah, she got that full
And
program.
then she got drunk and fucked him right then and there. And then you were like, I don't take this show seriously. It got better.
I can't contribute to this bit because Data was the only character I could name.
You can name more than one Star Trek
Besides,
character.
Wow. 60
Kirk and
years of
Spock.
the franchise, and that's
Yeah,
all you got?
I was
got
going
one.
for a minor character, and then I realized I don't know any other minor character.
red shirt.
Yeah,
Sure,
the idea.
Fine.
Red shirt, full frontal.
Red shirt full frontal. That's the guy that goes out and has to die. Instant red shirt full frontal. Go check out that cave.
Oh no, I'm dying.
This is 'cause
Also, my cock and balls. No.
This is because I wore my red shirt and no pants.
I was truly Winnie the Poohing it.
Lieutenant Spreadcheeks, get down there and check it out. What? What are we doing? Oh, and guys, I'm glad we got his money before we chased away the guy that paid.
Oh yeah, what happened to the guy?
We talked him out of it. And he was too nice to ask for his money back.
Aw.
I don't know.
He'll
that's-
probably be back.
probably
I think
be back.
he just got lost.
Yeah, it happens.
He's looking at the posters out in front of the tower.
Just wander away.
Yeah.
There's so much to see and be seen.
Mhm.
Oh, well, good to have all of you.
Is it though?
Well, okay. Now it's not.
Okay.
Way to go.
Good to be
Oh.
here.
I was happy to be here.
Well, good. That's not what I received. That's not the energy that came back, Marco, is all I'm saying.
I'm really excited to be here.
Hell yeah.
I'm so fucking excited to be
Oh,
here.
this is the best.
This is my Friday. It's great.
Wait.
I mean,
Oh.
isn't this all of our Friday?
It's my,
It's
my,
just mine.
it's my Monday.
Not everybody.
You
yeah.
can't have my Friday.
We've got different schedules.
Damn it, I'm leaving. You can have your
You know,
Friday.
I'm sorry. I'll share.
This was supposed to be mine. Oh, well, I'm just happy to be here, enjoying the company of wonderful people here and wonderful people there. And it's full of wonderful people, and I like that.
100%.
As opposed to Thursdays. I'm sorry. Sorry, that's...
It's hard. Thursdays are hard.
That's my Sunday.
Oh, well, that's bad, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, only like Sunday. All right. We got folk out there. Hi, folk out there as well.
Mwah.
Hi.
How about... Oh, we burp some of that out.
Yeah.
How about?
That was subdued. I could have... Let's see. All right. I got
Stab, now in smell-o-vision.
here. Yeah, get it. Oh, black cherry White Claw. Smells so good. Okay, wow, I've got a lot going on here.
Are you messaging people?
No, I'm just skimming how much I have to read.
Oh, yeah.
Scrolling.
That prompt writer guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
I wasn't impressed this week.
Oh, with the prompts? did I phone them in? I can't remember. It's possible.
I was like, what is this bullshit?
I thought there were some fun ones. Let's see. Am I wrong? Let me check it out. Oh, yeah, I mean,
I had trouble.
I made
It's
you
not your
guys-
fault. It's my fault.
made you guys think about optimism. That's terrible. That's not reading
Spoiler
the room correctly.
alert.
That's not good. I think the campaigns were fun. I think those are. Anytime I let myself be whimsical and I'm not just straining to try and push out some prompts, and yes, verses. Those are fun too. Oh, how could you? I set you up for the verses, Marco. Come on.
What's that one?
Oh, that's a good
We'll
question.
get to
Sitting
it.
here.
There was another prompt?
Did I do that one?
Oh,
There was
wonderful.
only one page, right? That thing on the front that always says there's multiple pages is lying to me.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how much was done.
Woo.
Let's do the program. Yes,
Let me hear that tiger.
roughly those sorts of things. Oh, John Alston, tell the tens of people that are walking by what this shows.
It's got all NPR.
Roughly 24 to 92 hours ago,
Yes.
Stab's team
Oh,
of
I have to
comedy
scroll down.
scientists
Now you've got me
commissioned
talking
three
over it
specific
because
You're not
you
supposed to
usually
do
do.
that.
to give
I
various
know.
preemptively
potentially
I even thought
comedic
this time I
takes on
wasn't
Are you
subject
going
gonna
to.
talk
I was
over
like,
this
don't
too?
be rude.
which they will
Yeah,
perform
um,
for
He
the
doesn't
first
like it when you
How
talk
about
over him.
Uhura. No,
In front of a
I don't want
live
to say that
Just
one.
so
sort
he
of
has
how
to
it usually
edit
in
it.
a show
I don't
called
have
Need
to
another male Star Trek character.
Stab.
In this mind-crafting episode of the Stab Show, Squad Patrol's Marco Cabodi writes a check that his butt will need a cosigner for. But
Oh, that's not how that's supposed to work.
what has happened?
Oh no.
What has happened?
Is it because we talked over it and hurt its
It
feelings?
blew a fuse.
John Alston, what is... Ugh. I have to start over?
Do you have to do a second take?
Ugh, I don't want to.
I don't know if I can.
Roughly 24 to 92
Gives me
hours.
time
You
to
don't
think
have
of
to
a
talk
second
over this
male
because
character.
I'm going to
comedy
use the
scientist.
previous take of us talking over it.
Oh, okay.
So,
To give various potential
So we can say anything
anyway,
here.
because it was invited. So that was
They will
kind of the
now
gag.
perform
I'm
for the
worried
first
about my
time,
weight.
like the last time,
Oh,
in front of a live studio
Aren't we all?
audience, in a
not
show
yours.
called
Ours individually.
I think everybody notices my weight.
Stab.
In this mind-crafting episode of the Stab Show, Squad Patrol's Marco Cabodi writes a check that his butt will need a cosigner for, but his armpits are really solid dudes. Hilarious comedian Mikhail Chernyavsky eats a bucket of room temperature shrimp just to shake up his intestines' otherwise really cushy existence. And I Heart the Internet's Kameron Schmid wears the latest Kings jersey release, but in a really aggressive, this is a future throwback jersey kind of way that almost nobody really gets, but we all absolutely feel. All the while me, your host, Jesse Jones, strolls out confidently, punches the biggest guy in the yard right in the face, and challenges them for the throne of Gnome King. All of this, and so much more, tonight on the program we still insist on calling Stab. Segment one. It's reorganization. And I don't know if it's just the dummy glasses, but I actually read that entire intro without stumbling on it. So apparently, it's the placebo.
Had less pep the second time as you started.
I only got through like 2 sentences of the first one. Reorganization. Segment 1, reorganization. In looking for acronyms to reorganize this week, I came upon DMTF, or Desktop Management Task Force. Seems a little aggressive, either for an actual desk, like at work, or what I more assumed it was, in reference to your computer desktop. I mean, does someone come in and forcibly remove all your old shortcuts and change your wallpaper, arrange your icons? Or am I just a silly goose being fanciful again? Either way, so long as the BTTF, or Browser Tabs Task Force, isn't a thing, I think I'll be okay. That's when that's when I have to hit my bunker and dig in my heels. I didn't need that second sentence, especially since I forgot that was still part. Going on. But now that we've gone a ways, what the fuck? But now that we've gone a ways learning, okay. How about?
Reorganizing the paragraph.
Are you gonna have to?
I should have reread it
redo
today. I
this?
didn't. There was even a note for me to reread the prompts. But now that we've gone a ways learning what it is the DMTF might already mean, just as quickly forget that and instead give me who or what else DMTF might stand for or represent to you. Marco Cabodi. Hi. Hi there. Let's hear your DMTF.
Did you figure out what a desktop management task force is?
I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't look beyond that.
I wanted to know.
Well, you also have the internet in your pocket, so it sounds like a you
Yeah.
problem.
I guess so. DMTF. I got new glasses and they
Oh.
fall off my face.
Well, that seems.
I gotta get a tiny screwdriver.
Oh.
Okay. DMTF, number 1. You know how it is. You're living your life with your girl and your dog and your 2 cats and your guinea pig Lion-O and the lords of the You know how it is. You're living your life with your girl, your dog, your 2 cats, and your guinea pig Lion-O, and the lords of the levers of power driving the global financial apparatus have one of their platinum throne meetings to discuss how they'll extract more wealth, though through an interconnected network of secret societies intent on... oh, damn it, I meant to say this quickly. Secret societies involving the interdimensional lizard people who need your gold to breathe, to take more land and influence and assets and precious metal and slave labor and children to meld into delicious goo to bathe in to bathe it in their fountain of youth and vitality and their grip on your every day, every movement, every satellite, and every smartphone telling you to consume, piglet, from the teat of Chinese and South Asian cheapwares, whose microplastics have replaced the flesh in your once beating heart, Ashley. I'm not yelling. You're just not seeing real world, Ashley.
Fucking Ashley.
It's not your fault, though. That's what they want. That's what they want. You don't have the keen intellect and video game abilities I do to see through the DMTF, disinformation media threat frequency, the low-level 5G radiation that permeates our brains and that lowers our sperm counts. It's not my fault, Ashley. DMTF is part of the Illuminati Bilderberg World Economic Forum that... that's an extension of the ENF, which is part of the QQUD, which works with the Unified Catholic Church and / Eastern Orthodox Dark Priesthood to own the moon, Ashley. I know you don't know what I'm talking about. You're a girl. Girl brains don't see through the fog. They only see fashion and indecisiveness and red wine and Wicked in theaters 6 times, Ashley. Wicked is controlling you, Ashley. You can't see how angry you should be if it's about Star Wars or Lord of the Rings or the Snow White movie or Star Wars. It'd make me so angry, Ashley. And if everyone understood how gay Star Wars was the tip of the spear to take on the world, they'd finally wake up and bring the factories back so I could work at a factory instead of Long John Silver's, Ashley. Postscript, the Jews. I didn't include them, and I felt like I should have.
Sure.
So I just put it at the end.
Yeah. Just a little 2-word PS that...
They're probably helping.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, they've got their own brand of space lasers. Of course they're helping.
Yeah, you gotta ask them.
Yeah.
You gotta ask them if you can go to the International Space Laser they have or whatever.
Oh. It's like a
How'd they get it up there?
Huh? I mean, probably the same way other people get lasers up there. Or...
It's not real?
No, I would never.
Is that what you were gonna say?
No, I was gonna say something worse.
It's all report.
Oh, thank you, Marco, and fuck you, Ashley. God damn it.
I'm kind of on Ashley's side on all this. I got to be honest.
I mean, yeah, I mean, if we spent any more time with Marco's protagonist there, then yes, we might side a little bit more with Ashley. But right now, controlling your mind with fashion.
That's right. You don't see it.
Can't see through the
You
5G
can't see
screen.
it. What? You don't pick up on it?
You presented the very they live world.
But I also exhausted all the things I could come up with for conspiracy
Hell yeah.
theories.
Oh, it's best to mash them all up in one.
That's what I thought.
Don't cherry pick.
You want to make it a
Just
fun
have 'em all.
cake, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want one person to be in charge of everything. You want it to be a mess of things.
Yeah.
that couldn't possibly work together. That's way more
Yet,
fun.
since it does, it makes it that more diabolical.
Oh,
I-
9/11 was an inside job.
Of course. Jet fuel
didn't include
cannot
that.
melt
P-
steel
P-
beams. How
that's
many
right.
times do I have to say?
PPS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chemtrails.
Chemtrail.
Oh,
yeah,
that too.
that would have been a good one.
One of these days we'll just do workshops with the panel and we can just punch each other's stuff up. Thank you, Marco. So good. Ashley. Mikhail,
Yeah.
how about you do what you did for DMTF?
All right. This is gonna be really awkward and uncomfortable now. I've had it with my roommate and best friend Ashley.
Son of a bitch.
Honestly, I'm exhausted with Ashley and have been asking for more help around the house. So what do I see when I get home from a weekend trip? The place is trashed like a college house party. My plants are all dead, dug up, knocked over all over the place. And I'm pretty sure Ashley shit in the house somewhere. I can't find it, but I can definitely smell it. I swear to God, dogs make terrible friends. That's it. I'm sorry, it's not longer. It's DMTF. Dogs make terrible friends.
Oh, yeah,
Wah,
that's true.
wah.
That's true. Those fuckers. Sorry.
Do you hate dogs?
Welcome back. Welcome
Yeah,
back.
sorry, I was changing something that shouldn't have not been the way I said it. That's okay. Thank you for
I feel
pointing-
like it should have been crazier now. You know?
No.
We're just,
Oh, I'm sorry. At least
all
the
right.
name was in there.
Was it, or did you just change that?
I just added Ashley.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Oh, no.
We can't be
That's
on
not
that.
a great dog's name.
I don't know. They've named it hoping for a friend. Oh, hold on. I got to get ready.
Giving dogs human names is weird. If they're normal
Yeah,
names.
Jesse, please get into character.
Yeah, sorry. I got to figure out this character. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of caps, so I'll work on that.
Yeah. Do a little warm up.
Cameron Schmid.
Hi, Jizzy.
Let's wrap up. First, thank you, Mikhail. Sorry I get distracted. The internet told me something was wrong, so I had to snap to.
That's all it does.
Cameron Schmid.
Hi, Jizzy.
Let's wrap up some reorganizing with your DMTF.
I admit it. I was a rebellious teen. You name it, I did it. Substances, booze, cigs, uppers, downers, and all arounders. Throw that on top of the choices I made, and boy, my single mother, Mama Furtado, she had her work cut out for her. I remember how we used to yell at each other.
Freddie Ashley Jenkins Furtado, it is 9 a.m. Should you not be in school getting your education?
Mama, shut your white wine mouth. I'm not going.
Why is that, Miss Stinkface?
Because me and the Nickel Gang are going down to the river to wave at the fan boats passing by while we share one spicy cigarette.
Well, in 9 years, when you turn 16 and try to get a job, and you don't know shit about how to do shit, I hope you remember that I tried to fix you.
Ah, the good old days. And of course, Mama was right and wrong. I turned out okay. Being the critter skull smasher at pet control ain't the funnest career, but someone gotta do it. No act of rebellion upset my poor Mama Furtado more than my first boyfriend. I'm guessing you heard of him, Todd Fuck. Oh, he was dreamy. He was the bassist in Curdle Creek's first punk band. He asked me to dance at Shithead Prom my junior year, and from then on we were inseparable. Of course I knew he was trouble, that's why I liked him. And that's why Mama Furtado was so right to let loose on me when she found out I was going steady with local bad boy Todd Fuck.
Franny Ashley Jenkins Furtado! Who is the skinny little freak I found rooting through my garage fridge this morning wearing only butt-stained chonies?
Mama, that's my boyfriend Todd Fuck!
Oh, the young lady who can't do homework, chores, or find a summer job found enough motivation to go find a little puke man.
Mama, I love Todd Fuck, and there ain't nothing you can do.
Well, don't cry to me when you're pregnant with a little turpin. I gotta take you to breathing classes because Todd Fuck is in jail.
Of course, Mama was right. Soon as I was festering with Todd Fuck's stringy seed, I was begging him to quit getting in trouble with the pigs. Mama ended up in the hospital with a bad case of 2-meat heart. We had one last tender conversation on her deathbed.
Hey, Franny Ashley Jenkins Furtado, you looking mighty pregnant. Where's baby daddy Todd Fuck?
If you must know, Mama, he's serving 15 days for blowing up gas bar jacuzzi's cows.
God damn it, chuckle bags. When I get out of here, I want a milkshake. And now there ain't gonna be no good milk. Now hold on. What's that on your finger?
It's a ring, Mama. Todd Fuck proposed. He's gonna do right by me and our stinky, sweaty love baby.
The fuck he is. All he gonna do is get legally attached to you so he can take half of the sweet baby angel statues I'm gonna pass down to you when I die of rage.
Mama, don't talk about dying right now. You're actually dying.
Well, then, if this is it, let my last words be this. For the love of white Jesus, don't marry Todd Fuck!
Those were indeed her last words. For the first time, I listened. Next time I saw Todd Fuck, I spear tackled him right in the balls so hard he couldn't fill anyone up with his travelers anytime soon. 6 months later, I gave birth to a bouncing baby boy named Mama Furtado Jr., and wouldn't you know it, we've got a great relationship. Mama, where are you going with all my kitchen equipment at 3 in the duck fucking morning?
Me and the Sticky Hand Gang are gonna go try to make a renewable energy source so that we can blow up gas for Jacuzzi's cows for free over and over.
And so every day, I thank white Jesus that I didn't marry Todd Fuck.
Oh.
That was an incredible journey.
Yeah. That deserved more. That deserved more. All of you people that aren't here. Oh, thank you, one and all. Let's meet who the fuck we've been talking to already for a half hour. Hey, Marco.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Cool. How are squad things?
Oh, they're going pretty good.
Are they?
Writing a show.
Yeah?
Yeah.
For when?
For June, the second week of June.
June. Are you guys
Yeah.
quarterly now? What the fuck's
we're
going on?
every other month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well then, how did April go?
April was all right. We did like a normal sketch show, and the audience was like, "What is this bullshit?" It was pretty good, but it was like, I've been doing themed shows and doing like through line full plays of sketches, and they've been loving that. It was amazing.
Okay.
So doing a normal one, they were like, "Oh, this is a normal show," but they liked it.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, work 3 times harder. We'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
20% more.
It was worth it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, good.
Yeah,
so
not going bad.
What's the theme that you have forced upon yourselves for June?
Sports movie. Doing a sports movie.
Sure.
That was the idea. We hadn't done that as a theme, so I was like, that'd be fun. And so we're writing a generic-ish sports movie.
All right.
I was like, Kevin has to be Mickey from Rocky because he's got that in him.
Sure. I've always seen that.
Yeah, not really, but
No.
Well, the sad part of Mickey being sad. You ever watch Rocky? Mickey's kind of a loser.
Yeah, a little bit, but he's sort of king of the losers.
Yeah, it's probably true. Yeah. Anyway, that's what's going on with that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Glad to hear.
Yeah.
Sorry, people don't understand just a regular sketch show, and you have to do fucking one-act plays now.
They're great though. They're good one-act plays.
Sure.
But yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Well, as always, good to have you and your scribble scrabble that you yourself can't read.
I did do that.
You can't like redo it because then that's another page used in the Def Leppard notebook. So
That's true. I am, and it only has 80 pages. I
Yeah.
realized. Which
And
is,
you
I
only
think,
have, like,
160.
5 or 6 more of those.
Yeah.
8
no,
or 10 more.
No,
of
I
those?
think this might be my second to last. There might be one more.
Oh.
I only had a handful.
Well, you found another stock of them somewhere.
But there weren't very many. I've only bought a couple, and I've used
Alright.
most of them.
All right.
Getting low
Well,
on
I'm
Def
sorry. I'm sorry that I'm contributing to the death of these
Fine.
Def
No,
Leppard
that's
notebooks.
what they're for at this
All right,
point.
well.
They're the only thing I put in here is stab.
Oh, well
it
then-
looks they're gonna find it and be like, what kind
Such
of
history.
serial
Yeah.
killer was this?
Just such history of the show in the Def Leppard notebooks.
We need security on all the surviving members of Def Leppard right now.
He's coming for the spiral-bound notebooks. And then
Gonna
we
get Rick Allen's other arm.
just gonna take it a finger at a time.
How you gonna play now?
But then he figures it out, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so
He
cool.
would.
So inspiring.
He already did.
So
you know?
inspiring.
It would be very impressive.
He uses his
be the-
head.
First foot drummer. It's gonna be inspiring. Well, good to have you, Marco, as usual. Mikhail.
No.
Hi there.
Hey.
Why do we keep doing that? Hi. What have you been up to?
Not much actually. It's been kind of nice. Been taking a break.
Sure, breaks are good.
Working on some. I got goats.
You got
That's-
goats?
I got goats. That's the big thing that
Wow.
happened recently. Yeah. So I got goats running around my property, and
Okay. And that wasn't top of mind? To just lead with got goats.
oh, I got goats. That's usually like, oh, that's the weird thing I just did. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. Well, how is
They're great.
goat herding going?
It's great. They're in a little. They got their own little space.
One would hope.
Eating the grass. So
Yeah.
one less
You're
thing
gonna
I
start
have to do.
renting them out as grass eaters. That's what people do.
I hear.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to.
You got little lawnmowers.
Gotta grow my flock.
Yeah.
My
Good.
herd.
They gotta start pulling their weight,
You know.
or they become cheese. That's not how that works. That's not.
They make it.
Yeah, they can stay alive and still make
You know,
cheese.
you have to slaughter them.
We should do a goat show. I'll bring my goats and we'll
Oh, that'd be
we'll
great.
do an improv show with goats.
Oh shit! You've actually kind of sold me. Just the anarchy of that. Yeah. Yes, and ba as well.
Who's buys it anyway?
Well, good to have you, and I guess the goats are on their way. Always a pleasure. Cameron Schmid.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi. What's the haps with Cameron?
Not much.
Seems untrue. You have a show.
I'm mentally preparing myself to make biscuits on Sunday.
Oh, all right.
Doing a little bonding team pool party thing,
Oh,
barbecue with friends from an improv team
okay.
before we do our last show soon.
Uh,
And we're like, okay, barbecue. And so I put in the chat, I was like, if I'm feeling simple, I'll make like muffins just from a box. And if I'm feeling ambitious, I'll make these biscuits I've made before and actually turned out well. And the organizer was like, I'm going to challenge you to do the ambitious biscuit. And now I'm like,
now you gotta.
why did I give the option?
Yeah. Now you have to retitle that recipe.
Yeah.
Now it's forever the ambitious
The ambitious
biscuit.
biscuit. Because I'm wondering, like, what if I like chop up like a raspberry situation and bake them in
And
with the-
biscuits.
yeah.
Now we're talking scones. Can biscuits be sweet?
Yeah.
I thought biscuits had to be
No,
savory
you can
more
do
or
a sweet
less.
biscuit.
Really?
Because that is the intention of including it in the
Because
meal.
that becomes a muffin.
It
You
is.
go with a no on that.
Yeah.
You can't.
Okay.
I think we're
You're the one
both.
that knows how to make them, but it's like, no.
Okay.
We're
I've
both
only made 'em
anti-sweet
once.
biscuits.
They were
See-
good,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking they could be sweet and good. Because everything else, I mean, it's the only sweet thing I know is being brought. Or it's the only thing being brought that could be sweet.
Okay.
So I was like, why not make it sweet?
All right.
So I got to do some research, and then I have to actually fucking do it.
Ugh.
And I'm just mentally preparing myself.
Okay.
To
Got to
do it.
steel yourself for the ambitious biscuit.
I like working with dough, but like,
Who doesn't?
I don't do it often enough to like actually claim to like it.
Okay.
If I truly liked it, it means I would do it more, right?
Fair.
It's not enough to just enjoy it when you do it twice a year.
I don't know. Some hobbyists would say yes, but you have to judge your own journey.
You have to find your own biscuit way.
Yeah. You have to knead your own dough, Cameron. I believe is philosophically what we're saying.
But I think that this panel believes in you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, sweet biscuits. I don't know. I don't know that.
Yeah, I
do
got a lot
believe
of
in it.
pushback on the sweet biscuit, so I don't know.
I think no, but the thing is, they may turn into something else. I don't know if that's true. They sound amazing no matter what.
Sure.
Yeah,
That's not
I don't
question.
know if the fruit will burn, or if I don't know having the fruit within the dough will make the dough cook
Mm.
differently. I do not want to compromise the texture of the biscuit. The biscuit is really good on its own.
You're gonna have to consult America's Test Kitchen.
Maybe a normal biscuit with like a raspberry compote.
You're gonna show up at this party and just be like, "I am so sorry,
Yeah.
they didn't work."
Just a normal
They're
biscuit,
burned.
and you break out your Ron Popeil flavor injector,
Yeah.
and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm definitely gonna do all of that.
Yeah. Just options. They're on the table. Let's get back to this gosh darn thing. It's segment 2. It's bathroom. Keep dropping the phone, Cameron. It's wonderful. It's fine. It's not jarring at all.
I need a Def Leppard notebook.
You do. That's the beauty of
I
it.
don't have any more.
Or Def Leppard notebook equivalent. What could possibly be? Segment 2, it's bathroom wall. It's what happens after sweet biscuits. When you gotta go, you gotta go. And unfortunately, sometimes you gotta go where others go. It's a nightmare. Other people's fluids and solids have been there. And you're just supposed to expect that the person whose job it is to clean up those leavings cares enough to do a good job. Public restroom's a terrible place to have to visit, which is probably why so many people try to take the mind off these things by sharing their innermost inside thoughts on the outside of the stalls, walls, and sometimes seats of the places. And so in Bathroom Wall, you're asked to give us 3 items you might find carved, drawn, scribbled on the bathroom walls of the public restroom of an abstract concept. This edition's Bathroom Wall is that of optimism. If there was a public restroom where optimism came to do their filthy business, what might you find extra scrawled on its walls? See how positivity goes. I don't know. We generally don't cotton to it around here. Especially when Marco's just scrolling through Instagram on stage while
I
we're...
found it. eBay. There is a Def Leppard notebook.
Oh, fuck
Hysteria
yeah.
one. It's $10.
Oh, it's just one?
Just one.
That's... Well,
Is it in mint condition?
It looks like it says it's new, but it's from 2010. They're lying.
well, I mean, new...
I found
like
a
new condition.
Pyromania one once, and I was like, maybe, but it's not. It's not Hysteria.
No, it's
You
gotta be
can't trust
Hysteria.
it unless it's a sealed
No,
product.
Yeah, that's
Can't
right.
write
That's right.
in anything that's not a Hysteria Def Leppard Spiral-bound notebook. That's just the way the things work. Once you run out of notebooks, you can't come on the
I
show
just
anymore.
will stop. I'll be like, no.
So, Marco, we go 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3 times around on this thing. Marco, let's hear your first bathroom wall item in the bathroom of optimism. I know this one was difficult. I know.
This was weird.
I know. Everybody can give me the stank
fine.
eye on this one.
I'm happy with it.
Bathroom.
Stink eye. All right. Written in shit on the wall.
Mhm.
Anything is toilet paper when you put your mind to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So true. So true. And away we go. Mikhail, first bathroom wall item, go. Optimism, go.
It's a picture of motivational speaker Stuart Smalley sitting on the toilet with his famous quote, "I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me."
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, and everybody enjoys a good 35-year-old reference. We get it. This room gets it.
The glasses people get it.
Yeah. They totes get it. Is it 35? Somebody want to do the research?
Oh, no. It's like, it's not 35. It's got to be older.
Is it older than that? Oh, God.
I want to say late 80s, early 90s, so that's what I was. That's where I was flinging.
Al Franken's still alive. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mm,
Do you
Yeah.
still do that? You go to out.
No, I think
Stuart
he's still doing the politics stuff.
Well, he's not really allowed to do
Oh,
that.
he's not allowed to do that.
Yeah,
Never
he
mind.
said
Never
that
mind.
was like 10 years ago. That he
Yeah, it's
stopped.
crazy. It's crazy to get canceled for politics and not comedy. What are the odds?
Yeah. Just wrong time.
Yeah.
Cameron, optimism bathroom wall. What's there?
Positive affirmations. The next poop will be solid. The next poop will be solid. The next poop will be solid.
Oh, is that supposed to be positive?
Do you not like that?
That's-
You like it runny?
I mean,
It's quicker.
just goes against my grain.
You just eating Miracle Whip
Yep.
and grilled cheese, and if it's solid, you're like, what is this? What's
Yeah.
wrong with me?
What is this is usually just slide size.
What's happening? I think I'm sick. No, it was like a log. I barely wiped. No, it's normal?
We are not going to get through
I'd like
this.
a second opinion.
Margo, second time around, bathroom wall optimism, go.
All right. Knifed into the toilet paper dispenser. You can jerk off if you're sad, and then you're not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not always the experience.
No. Doesn't necessarily. 1 + 1 doesn't always make 2.
I want to meet the person who's always happy after they
I
come.
figured that
Yay, I came!
I figure if you had a knife and you wrote that, you're that guy.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
You're in the bathroom and you got it all over the place in
Yeah.
the bathroom, and you're like, yeah, and you laugh.
Yeah. I can stop high-fiving
Good
myself
day.
eventually. Mikhail, go. Just number 2. We got to get. Oh, number 2, I get it. Bathroom wall, go.
In a newly renovated gender-neutral restroom, a urinal has been placed and installed underneath an old tampon machine. On the machine, it has the words carved into it reading, "Hope lives here."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's so much in there. Right? We could dissect. Probably shouldn't, though, given the makeup of this panel. Cameron,
Yeah.
your second bathroom wall item. What have you?
For a good time,
Hell yeah.
call yourself. You're a good time.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh, so says Marco's second one.
Well,
I'm a good time.
I'm a good time.
I'm a good time. I came. Yay!
You're in the stall next to that guy. Yay!
We're the best.
I'm gonna go get cereal now.
Wash your hands. Marco, third time through the bathroom walls of optimism.
Written on the door in Sharpie, when you sit, and then I wrote it in all caps like a crazy person. Touch your dick to the water. It's like a beautiful draft at the watering hole.
No, don't do that. Nobody do that. It's a terrible idea.
It's the origin of a really bad superhero.
No.
That's the urinal water.
Toilet dick. Urinal dick. Yeah.
He has to change in there when he sees trouble. Oh no, someone's falling down a cliff. I have to
Where's the nearest
go
public
do- I
restroom?
have to go to the restroom. Touch my dick in the water.
This sounds like a job for toilet dick. Oh, nothing sounds like a job for
No,
toilet
don't
dick.
save me. I don't want you to save me.
Containing the genetic makeup of every other person who's put their dick in the water. Yeah, no, I went to toilet. I did not go to urinal first. I went to toilet first.
No.
I
Yeah.
was toilet.
No, it was
not the
toilet.
urinal.
No.
You're sitting.
Yeah.
You're giving it your all.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Glad I did this. Mikhail, your third of 3 optimism and bathroom wall thingies.
Written into the bathroom stall, there's a Hindu meditation inscribed at eye level as you sit on the toilet.
Nice.
It reads, "Take a deep breath, and as you inhale, say the phrase, 'I am not the body. I am also not the mind.' On the exhale, release, relax, and let your insides go."
Wow. That might help.
Yeah. That's good. Just that, and then just unloading.
Yeah.
Just
I didn't realize the importance of releasing in releasing.
Fear's the mind killer.
Oh, Cameron, let's finish up some of this duty time with your third of 3 bathroom walls of optimism item thing. You know.
It's a drawing of a hand giving the thumbs up, but there's a little shit on the thumb.
Yeah, because everything is to those who believe. Thank you, guys. Let's run away fast and far from that. To segment 3, it's Campaign Trail. Feels like we might be in the least campaigny season one can possibly get. It's like the lull between fits of lying and pandering. And while I'd like to let us continue to not have to be reminded of politics, sadly, you've all done most of the other segments 3 too recently. So Campaign Trail it is. And in Campaign Trail, it's your job to give us a campaign speech for the following candidates meant to spark a base or change an undecided mind as they campaign for these varying positions, posts, or platforms. Ahem. Marco Cabodi.
Yeah.
You are a Shrek face waffle iron at a yard sale running for mayor of a young adult's kitchen.
Hey there, you hip young cool person. Look at you, living barely making it paycheck to paycheck. Don't you wish life was easier? Don't you wish you could wrap yourself in the good old days of when rent was cheap, healthcare was affordable, and mom and dad unconditionally loved you and tolerated each other? No, actually, I don't know. 2 Christmas? Oh, 2 Christmases are great and all, but there's clearly got to be a better way. What could be the answer? Of course, the answer is an uncanny brand Shrek mini waffle maker, which is a real thing, which I didn't know. I know, you're asking, how can an uncanny brand Shrek mini waffle maker make mom and dad love each other again? And no, nothing can. But if you plug this baby in, it'll smell like they love each other again. Remember Mom's Saturday waffles? They were the mouth equivalent of her arm fat against your cheek in one of those all-enveloping hugs. The hugs where she says, "I love you so much. Son, don't forget to tell the court your dad hit you." So, if you're going to pay $2,500 for rent and not work enough hours at any of your jobs to get health care now that you're 27, you might as well enjoy smile after smile as you do the first cooking of your whole fucking life with me as the mayor of your 9-room-8 kitchen. You've got only 6 utensils, 2.5 plates, and that Kylo Ren cereal bowl. I mean, who else could be mayor of this place? So if you're looking for kitchen answers in these trying kitchen times, look no further than the movie you were wrong about as a child and everyone's 3rd or 4th favorite breakfast batter-based food. Uncanny brand Shrek mini waffle maker. That was the end.
Yeah. Oh, so good. And I don't know that I actually did research to make sure that one existed, so I'm glad one actually did exist. I assume.
I was surprised.
It felt
like that was a real thing, and so then I saw them, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And so,
It felt right, so I'm glad it was. You know what? That's the most validation and vindication I've had in a good long time.
People making the person in the store that buys that, it's just like, "Honey, look, it's Shrek. He's gonna be on our waffles."
I mean, people are just trying to get a little bit of whimsy back in their lives. Can they not have that? Oh, thank you, Marco. I'm gonna put butter on his face. Smells like mom and dad love each other. Mikhail! Oh, yeah. I liked this one. Let's see how it goes. Mikhail, you are a burlap sack full of sweet corn running for president of a block party barbecue.
My fellow grill lovers, pit bosses, lawn chair warriors, and cornholers. I sit slumped over before you today, propped up by a Yeti cooler, stitched up and stuffed with sweet hope, to declare my candidacy for president of this here glorious block party barbecue. Now, I am just a humble burlap sack full of sweet corn. Shucks, I don't even know where it was grown.
I get what you did there.
Probably Nebraska. Probably Nebraska. But I promise you this, no one understands the people of barbecue better than I do. Like you, I've been dragged through the fields, abandoned at farmers markets. Hell, I even had a millennial try to make a pillow out of me for their Etsy shop. Trust me, I know the struggle. That's why my policies are simple and straightforward. 1, equal grill time for all meats and veggies. It's time we squash our discrimination.
I get what you did there, too.
2, taste cob of all the world. We need to welcome our brothers and sisters of tasty cobs from all around the world. Let a Mexican dip your cob in mayo, or have a Filipino sprinkle a little sugar on it. There's no wrong way to enjoy your cob. Finally, extra helpings without judgment. You should be able to stuff your sack all you want. Now, some of my opponents may say I'm too scratchy on the outside, too earthy for the crunchy. But folks, I've been places. I went to potlucks at 2 different marketing office parties.
Oh.
I was rolled off a pickup truck at the annual Reno Rib Festival. That's right! And once, a brown paper bag invited me to a cookout. Oh, I'm sorry, for the white plastic bags. That's like a barbecue, but with better food and music.
Sure.
Now, I am the people's produce bag. Look at me, I'm reusable. Just sweet, honest, homegrown goodness stuffed in a sack that's seen some stuff. So when you step up into that booth in the garage, or the folded out tables next door with the citronella candles, thank you, Susan. Remember to make your vote sizzle with a vote for a burlap sack full of sweet corn. May you keep your sacks full. May the Lord bless your grill. And thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, sweet corn. Oh, moving.
Yeah, I'm voting.
Yeah, inspirational. And I wanted so much to believe that shucks was an unknowing accident, but I think you did that on purpose. I think you saw what was. We saw each other across the room. Yeah. So good. Hey, Cameron.
Hi, Jesse.
Let's wrap up segment 3. All right. Maybe this was because I got stuck talking to a text customer service representative for like 2 hours, and it was real fun. Cameron, you are an automated customer service operator running for head writer of a wedding's best man speech.
Hello, and thank you for calling Arby's Platinum Rewards Service line. The number you're calling is on file. Am I talking to Chuck Dungle? Hi, Chuck Dungle. It's nice to talk to you again. How are you and Janice Ploft doing? You are engaged. That is wonderful to hear. How are Marky Dungle and Philip Dungle, your 2 sons from your previous marriage to Joanne Dungle, handling your engagement? I am glad to hear that your 2 sons love their soon-to-be stepmother. I am happy that you are happy. Chuck Dungle. May I ask something? Chuck Dungle. My records show that when you and Joanne Dungle first divorced, we talked for a total of 7 hours and 13 minutes. During that call, you mentioned a lack of male friendship. Am I correct in assuming you need a best man? Well, Chuck Dungle, I can think of no better candidate than myself. My software enables me to speak clearly and compellingly to crowds as well as individuals. And of course, I know so much about you, Chuck Dungle. I could tell attendees everything I know about you. Your name, phone number, address, debit card information, and previous order history. April 25th, Smokehouse Brisket Meal, large curly fries, large Barq's root beer. April 17th, Smokehouse Brisket Meal, large curly fries, large Barq's root beer. April 9th, Smokehouse Brisket Meal, large curly fries, large Barq's root beer. April 1st, Smokehouse Brisket Meal, large curly fries, large Barq's root beer. March 23rd, Smokehouse Brisket Meal, large curly fries, large mellow yellow.
Oh.
I'm sorry, could you please repeat that? Okay, Chuck, Dungle. I will not be your best man. Is there anything else I can do to help you today? Thank you for calling Arby's.
Oh, man. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna lie. Large Smokehouse Brisket Meal with curly fries and a Barq's root beer sounds fantastic.
It's pretty good.
He had the meats.
Yeah, I have not had those. I've not had those meats. Those sound like delicious meats. And
Chuck Dungle.
And I love curly fries. Oh. Chuck Dungle, a man after my own heart.
You just gotta try to make yourself laugh,
Yeah.
and it'll all work out.
Oh, yeah. If you can, then that's goal one. Moving on to segment 4's Angry Poem. Anger is probably the first emotion we ever feel. Why am I not inside anymore? Why is it so cold? Stop hitting me with your weird rubber glove hand, weirdy. And then we scream about it. We've been screaming about the injustices of this thing we call existence since our little lungs weren't full of bomb juices. But it's those that turn it into poetry that are somehow artists. And so write an angry poem about it, as the name may already suggest. You've been given some topics and asked to write us some angry type poems about them. So let's let that primal scream roar. Marco Cabodi, let's hear an angry poem about gumption.
Angry poem about gumption.
Yes.
Tenacious acumen, you saucy minx. Thou art apt, one might think. Steeled, scholarly, with knowledge you're drunk. Whip smart, and in one word, you've got spunk. It wasn't angry, though.
It was
I have a hard
terse.
time with the poems. I always
all
feel
right.
like I have to write a real poem. And I feel like
That's all right. It helps keep us on time here. Thank you, Marco. So spirited. Mikhail, you've heard an angry poem about gumption. Let's hear your angry poem about assumption.
I hate how assumption skips over the facts. Like breeding rabbits bouncing so fast. It grabs half a sentence, then runs out the door, yelling, I know, when it's not even sure. Assumption won't listen, not even a smidge. I swear, it just wants to burn another bridge. You talk and you share, but your words are all just a swirl. Then assumption lets nonsense unfurl. It mixes things up like a sock in a stew, gaslighting you to see if the sky is still blue. It skips every question, avoids every clue, then yells, I was right, which is wildly untrue. So please, don't assume. Take your time, ask away. Use questions and kindness to brighten your day. Assumption's a rascal, a sleazy old mess. So be curious, be smart, and don't ever just guess.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There were no distractions in this room at all. Well done. Well done. Well done.
Is it angry enough?
Yeah. Oh, we got
you
it.
put hate at the beginning.
We,
Okay,
yeah.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's good.
You
You just
just-
put it right in there.
Yeah, that's how you lead with it. Then the rest of it, whatever. You said hate. Boom, we got it.
Boom, done.
Well done. Quality work. Fuck assumptions.
Lord knows this.
Ah, damn it! I should have said that.
Oh, yeah. That's the other easy way to punctuate it. Cameron Schmid, you've heard an angry poem about gumption. We've also heard an angry poem about assumption. Let's hear your angry poem about consumption.
I'm tired of eating. It just keeps repeating. How many more times must I eat rice? Twice? Thrice? It's not nice. And what about chicken? It's getting freaking boring. But I don't like red meat, so my meats I repeat. Even chocolate milk doesn't bring me joy. Imagine telling that to me as a boy. What is this ploy? Veggies and fruits? You sick fuck trying to make me toot. It's not cute. I'm sick of the assumption that I enjoy consumption.
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And that's how we get the show back on track.
Little quick one.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Cameron. Thank all of you. And we've made it to segment 5. Oh, bless.
Yay!
It's one of the certainly top 2 most confusing prompts that we have. It's versus v versus. Everybody loves a good fight, except maybe pacifists. But who cares about their opinions? If I wanted to hear how much they didn't like fighting, I'd beat it out of them. Right?
Yeah.
Of course I am. And that's why we have a prompt like versus v versus, where our panelists are presented with a pair of combatants and asked to tell us who they think would win and how the fight would go down. My own typos tripping me up, as I do. Marco Cabodi, just lobbing this in here for you.
These are confusing.
Yeah. Versus is one of the most confusing. Right up there with explain it. That's why they hardly get used. But they're still in our back pocket. So, Marco.
Yay, pockets.
Pockets are confusing. Marco, let's hear who would win in a fight between a toddler in an oversized tuxedo loaded with James Bond-style gadgets versus an agitated tree squirrel armed with a T-shirt cannon.
So little James Bond has a little black tie and a black suit, and he's drinking a little baby martini, and he's driving along in his little Power Wheel Aston Martin when the back tire is struck struck, causing him to tip over, and he falls out crying for Mommy England. He climbs out of the overturned wreck to see his foe, Dr. Squirrel Von T-shirt Cannon, international terrorist. He's the one with the codes to the nukes that were hidden in that toddler brothel. Dr. Squirrel is out for revenge or whatever, and after little toddler Bond, because he seduced his scientist assistant Lady Squirrel Von Lady Squirrel, and it was super generous. Oh, she was super generous with nuts to share? That doesn't make sense. There's a squirrel. Dr. Squirrel put another local Stockton AAA team shirt in his cannon and fired again. But Bond dodged and pulled out his laser watch. So, because it was in his pocket because it was too big because he's a toddler and it wouldn't fit on his arm. And he shot the laser, and the time was 8:32, and the laser hit the squirrel's bushy tail, causing Dr. Squirrel's tail to detach, just like a lizard that he is at heart. He loads a Hot Topic My Chemical Romance shirt and fires again directly hitting Toddler Bond in the chest. Luckily, his mini helicopter control panel broke the impact in his mini helicopter. Oh wait. Mini helicopter control panel broke his impact. Mini helicopter, like in You Only Live Twice, the Sean Connery one where he went to Japan. Do you remember that?
Of course.
And that was weird. There was this thing in it where he's like, he has to be Japanese, but he's like Sean Connery, so he's like really big and hairy and he doesn't look Japanese. And every time he talks, I just think in like Sean Connery voice, like konnichiwa. Like I can't, it doesn't work. Like you just wouldn't buy it.
Yeah.
I can't even remember the plot because of that. Anyway, saying things Japanese in Sean Connery voices is a big no in my book.
That's fair.
No, another T-shirt. Little James Bond ducks out of the way and reaches into his breast pocket and pulls out a different laser watch. This one from Live and Let Die. Oh no, this is a magnet watch, not a laser watch, because I think it shoots a laser. But he has a magnet watch in Live and Let Die, and that was probably the best one. If you're picking James Bond gadgets, that one's pretty good. And he uses the magnet to pull the doctor. I lost my place. Wrong. Surprisingly, and he rolls the T-shirt and attempts to. Oh no. He uses his little magnet watch to pull the gun away, and so then he's left with just a T-shirt. So he uses a T-shirt and garrotes the little toddler, which is pretty fucking impressive for a squirrel, especially one with the doctorate in, let's say, brain surgery. And as the toddler dies, he reaches... the blackness slowly taking him. He remembers the most important James Bond gadget of all, Bond's trusty Walther PPK, which he fires indiscriminately into the squirrel and any nearby squirrels, assuming they are some sort of, henchmen or scientist hotties. And as Dr. Squirrel gurgles his last breath, he says, "Bury this in the garden." And he shoots him in the head. Little toddler James Bond will return in on Her Majesty's secret sippy cup.
Oh, man. And here I thought we were actually going to end on a toddler being strangled to death. Silly me. Oh, Marco Cabodi. How can people get more Marco Cabodi if they want more Marco Cabodi?
I'm going to be doing a Squad Patrol show at some point in the future in June.
June-ish. Check it out.
And that's at the Sacramento Comedy Spot.
Yeah, it'll be themed, so
it'll be
fucking
fun.
enjoy
It'll be fun. We'll be playing sports.
Yeah, which the whole cast knows so much about.
Yes.
They're very sporty. Thank you, Marco. Hey, Mikhail, you're right there. I could be quieter in addressing you, but I refuse. Mikhail, let's hear how your fight would go between sticks versus stones versus words in a person hurting contest.
Hey, this is Joe Rogan, and we brought the octagon down to this schoolyard playground. All right, we got a hell of a three-way going on. We got sticks and stones versus words in a person hurting contest. All right, so let's break it down. Sticks is a physical contender. It can cause pain by impact, typically resulting in bruises, maybe some scratches, but is limited in its proximity. However, it does have a sharpen upgrade, which can really cause some serious damage. Then again, while it's direct, it lacks a little subtlety, because you want to get a really big stick in there if you're going to hurt someone. The little ones aren't going to cut it. You know what I'm saying, guys? All right. Stones, you got to give it to them. They're very similar. Very, it's very heavy, also causing a lot of damage, physical scratching, bruising, and particularly damage on impact if you're going to throw that stone. But unlike sticks' effectiveness, you can only throw stone one time. Then you got to retrieve it. And I mean, you really gonna try to go over there and retrieve it after you're like, I can throw it? Gotcha. All right.
What are you talking about?
I mean, stones. Anyway, you got to, the boulders are, we're not talking boulders today. We're talking stones, all right? So those little guys, you got to be accurate. Anyway, all right. Then, all right, here's words. Now, words is really the wild card here. While words are a little more, what's the word? Tangible. Yeah, I did DMT and learned that one. All right, so now when these ideas are not tangible, where you can't physically hold them, they have a tendency to really cut deep. As Sheryl Crow once put it, the first cut is the deepest, which can be very long-lasting impact. While the scars aren't always physically visible, they do They also do not rely on proximity, so unlike sticks and stones, you can really be at a distance with your words. You can send them via text message, you can say them over the phone, or shit, you could just post on social media and tell someone to go fuck themselves. Anyway, additionally, words have been known to really cause a lot of psychological harm, and that's really not cool. So, yeah, those can really linger, and so I think we should really think about sometimes what we say to other people, because Cheryl's right, man. That shit can cut deep, and Anyway, so while sticks and stones continue to use sheer force to cause immediate physical pain to their opponents and hurting people, the damage really seems to be short-lived. So I'm going to have to go with the emotional trauma caused by the words. I mean, words, you're just so capable. It's going to go down. I see this dude going down quickly. He's going to cry. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great fight. I can't wait to see it. And yeah, the more I think about it, man, I don't know if I want to see this fight.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. Words are brutal, man.
It's tough.
It's. All right, let's see some blood. All right, fuck it.
Oh, emotional blood. Oh,
Joe Rogan out.
Yeah, push it deep down. Oh,
yeah, that shoegaze band, the emotional blood. Thank you, Mikhail. So good. How can people get updates on, shows or goats or what have you involved with Mikhail Chernyavsky?
Yeah. You can follow me on the grams, Ukrainian comedian.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I post most of this stuff. And then I've been partnering up with some other producers and stuff, doing some more behind the camera stuff.
Oh.
So I've been having a lot of fun posting
Nice.
reels. Been working with Ben Rice over at Barley Me Productions on a new
Busy
show.
boy.
Yeah, so check that out. So I'd follow Ben too, and you can see some of my work on there.
Sure.
Otherwise, I'm just I've just been chilling and.
Just had a rambly, drinky time with Ben, released this week. I
Yes,
believe.
I saw that. Look
Yeah.
forward to hearing the new episode.
Sure. Any new ground covered in that? Probably not.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Mikhail. Always a pleasure. Cameron Schmid. Yo. There you are. After all this time.
Yeah.
Before we wrap things up with your final verses, let's direct people to getting their fill of Cameron.
Yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, I will plug my shows. PUNISCHMID Instagram. And if you want to come out to Stab Comedy Theater on the third Wednesday of the month, every month, at 7 o'clock, you
Third
can see
Saturday.
I Heart the Internet.
Don't come third Wednesday. That'd be terrible. Third Saturday.
Third Saturday.
Come
Did I
out to-
say Wednesday?
You did. That was
wow. I'm.
weird. I mean, I'll be here.
I
third
finished
Wednesdays of
my
the month.
Celsius, so
That's all right.
it's not doing what it's
still
supposed to do.
vibrating.
Or yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, third Saturday of every month,
Mhm.
I Heart the Internet, an improv show where I put together a slideshow of stuff from the internet that I like, and then other people who have not seen it do improv based off of it.
Yeah.
It's fun if you don't like, or if you don't know much about improv. It's fun if you don't know much about the internet. It's fun if you know a lot about both.
Yeah.
Because
It's a good time.
it's a different way to generate material.
Yeah.
Definitely some weird stuff happening on the internet that is not your typical improv fodder.
Yes. The internet's it's a little out there. Yeah. Well, Cameron, speaking of a little out there, hope you had fun.
I did.
Cameron, let's see who would win in a fight between 500 Timothee Chalamets versus the original cast of Jackass in their prime.
You really hit my wheelhouse. I ran the numbers, Jesse, and this one gets ugly.
Okay.
Let's get to specifics first. Wikipedia lists the following men as the original cast of Jackass.
Okay.
Johnny Knoxville, Bam Margera, Steve-O, Ryan Dunn, Chris Pontius, Jason Weeman Acuna, Dave England, Preston Lacey, and Aaron McGeehee.
Yeah.
That is 9 men versus 500 Timothee Chalamets from different universes, meaning that on average, each cast member of Jackass would need to take down 55 Chalamets. That still leaves 5 left over that need to be taken care of by somebody.
Sure.
Google lists Timothee Chalamet at 5'10", which I think is probably close to accurate. He doesn't look short, but he doesn't look tall.
Okay.
He is not, but he is scrawny no matter what. Yeah. And he's also somewhat French, but not the tough kind of French.
Okay.
Now, if the Chalamets can all work together, they could easily manage this fight. But we all know actors, too individualistic. Mm. So when you take 500 Chalamets from different universes, they will not work together. But the tight bond of the Jackass crew, I think, makes this a fair fight. Before I reveal the result, let's talk notables, okay? The Jackass crew MVP has got to be Ryan Dunn. Rest in peace. He is a ghost, so of course he immediately does start possessing the Chalamets and making them fight each other.
So in his prime, he's a ghost?
I forgot about the prime.
That's all right.
I don't know, maybe.
All right. I don't want to interrupt.
As a ghost, he is immediately able to start possessing Chalamets and making them fight each other. Using this technique, he takes down 123 Chalamets all by himself.
Jeez.
Incredible work. He was eventually banished by a Chalamet that is studying for a role as a Catholic priest for Conclave 2, the Conclavening.
Yeah.
But great run. Most disappointing Chalamet has got to be Dune Chalamet. One, he's one of the few Chalamets with a weapon, so we really needed more from him. He immediately identified Johnny Knoxville as the leader and challenged him to a duel. Huge move.
Yeah.
But Knoxville, of course, is no Fade Rotha Harkin. But he does manage to make Dune Chalamet laugh when he pulls out his balls. And then comes Bam Margera offering Dune Chalamet some drugs, and boom, Chalamet is rolling around on the ground hallucinating. And here comes Wee Man to steal his crisp knife. Great team effort from the Jackass crew there. Biggest surprise, Call Me By Your Name Chalamet hooking up with Dave England. Now, Dave is cute, but he is no Army Hammer. Or at least Dave doesn't eat people, I guess. I never really figured out what Army Hammer did to get canceled. Dave was able to convince Call Me By Your Name Chalamet to kill 32 other Chalamets with him before they got too horny and they went to swim naked in the Italian summer. I think we all wish them the best. All right, final score. It came down to Steve-O and Chris Pontius, a.k.a. the Wild Boys, versus the last three Chalamets. Ooh. Beautiful Boy Chalamet, Ladybird Chalamet, and Little Women Chalamet. The Wild Boys were ready, though. They dressed up as a Chalamet. Classic. The Chalamets looked around, convinced themselves that they had won, seeing nobody but Chalamets, and then they all fought each other to the death, assuming that there only could be one Chalamet. Of course, Little Women Chalamet won. That dude is a beast. And the Wild Boys then bludgeoned him to death from there. Jackass wins.
Oh, that was so too well thought out.
Yeah, that was a journey.
That was so good. But that means that Stab is over. Thank you all for joining us tonight. And, of course, a very special thank you to our incredible panel, Marco Cabodi, Mikhail Chernyavsky, and Kameron Schmid. Now, interested in seeing the Stab Show live as it happens? We'd like that if you did. And it's super easy to do. All you have to do is come on down to Stab Comedy Theater or tune in to Stab TV Friday nights at 7:30. And it'll just be waiting there for you. Or you can always take the Stab Show podcast wherever you go just by subscribing via the podcast provider of your choice. Then why not rate, review, and share it with somebody? We think we're rate, review, and share worthy. But unfortunately, that's all we've got for you tonight. So until next time, I've been your host, Jesse Jones, saying that while silence is golden, it's not super great for an audio format. So I guess this show will just have to say silver. Good night. Woo!
Yeah.
Thank you,
Jesse.
guys. Thank you,
everybody.
Thank you, dedicated online audience.
That was a fun one.
Yeah, super good. Super good. We have another program beginning in, well, it looks like 22-ish minutes. So I guess we're going to leave the pre-show going. Normally I don't, I like stop down between shows. But 22, that seems well enough that we can leave pre-show rolling on the onlines. And it won't be that obnoxious. So we're going to do that. Kaiser got funny beginning in a little under 22 minutes. Thanks for coming out. Check out the website or stick around for the next show. You have options. You do. Thanks. Well done, sir. Much fun.
Should I stay? Should I go? It's always tease, 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 tease. Happy when I'm on my trouble.
This shit over.
And if I stay, it'll be double. Ooh, don't come on and let me know. Should I stay? Should I go?
I try and be as specific.
This
Still,
indecision's bugging me. If you don't want me, set me free. Hey, it's fine, and that's just that. So if you want me off your back, ooh, you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? Oh, should I stay or should I go now?
unfair.
Should I stay
then
or
by
should
crushing
I go now? If I go, there will be trouble. Then if I stay, it will be double. So you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Tell me what you want, what you really want. If you want my future, forget my past. If you wanna get with me, you gotta make it fast. Now don't go wasting my precious time. Get your act together, we will be just fine. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Tell me what you want, what you really want. Tell me what you want. I wanna, really, really, really wanna sing. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy. That's the way it is. Oh, what you think about that? Now you know how I feel. Say you can handle my love, baby. Are you for real? Are you for real? I won't be hasty. I'll give you a try. And if you really bug me, then I'll say goodbye. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Tell me what you want, what you really want. Tell me what you want. I wanna, really, really, really wanna sing. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy. That's the way it is. So here's the story from A to Z. You wanna get with me, you gotta listen carefully. We got M in the place, who likes it in your face. G like MC, who likes it on the easy V. It doesn't come for free. She's a real lady. And as for me, you'll see. Slam your body down and wind it all around. Slam your body down and wind it all around. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta slam. If you wanna be my lover, slam your body down and wind it all around. Slam your body down and wind it all around. If you wanna be my lover.
Hey, pretty baby, with them high heels on, you give me fever like I never ever known. You're just a product of loveliness. I like the groove of your walk, your talk, your dress. I feel your fever from miles around. I pick you up in my car and we'll bathe the town. I just kiss me, baby, and tell me twice that you're the one for me. Yeah, the way you make me feel, you really turn me on. You knock me off of my feet now, baby. My lonely days are gone. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I like the feeling you're giving me, baby. Just hold me, baby, and I'm in ecstasy. Oh, I'll be working from that 9 to 5 to buy you things that'll keep you right by my side. I never looked so that love before. Just hold me, baby, and love me forevermore. I swear I'm keeping you satisfied, 'cause you're the one for me. The way you make me feel, you really turn me on. You knock me off of my feet, baby. My lonely days are gone. Ooh, yeah, yeah, I don't know what my baby. The way you make me feel, you really turn me on. You know you knock me off of my feet, baby. Yeah, my lonely days are gone. They're gone. Ooh, the way you make me feel.
I'm having trouble trying to sleep. I'm counting sheep but running out. As time ticks by, and still I try. No rest for crosstops in my mind. On my own, here we go. My eyes feel like they're gonna bleed, dried up and bulging out my skull. My mouth is dry, my face is numb, messed up and spun out in my room. On my own, here we go. My mind is set on overdrive. The clock is laughing in my face. A crooked spine, my senses dull. I'm past the point of delirium. eyes feel like they're gonna bleed. Dried up and bulging out my skull. My mouth is dry and my face is numb. Messed up and spun out in my room. On my own, here we go. Bad news comes, don't you worry, even when it lands. Good news will work its way to all them plans. We both got fired on exactly the same day. Well, we'll float on good news is on the way. We'll all float on okay. We'll all float on okay. We'll all float on okay. We'll all float on all right. Already we'll all float on all right. Don't worry, we'll all float on all right. Already we'll all float on all right. Don't worry.
Welcome to the Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for Kaiser Got Funny. Please welcome to the stage a newbie.
Hello, friends. How are you? Welcome to the show. This is Kaiser Got Funny. My name is Anu. I'll be your host. So my name is spelled A-N-U, and I'm just incredibly grateful my parents decided not to add an S at the end. Would have had a lot more Instagram followers if they had. But yeah, welcome to Kaiser Got Funny. Subhas Sharma is the producer of this show. Give it up for him one time. Yeah, you know him, right? Subhas makes great coffee at the Pete's Coffee Shop at Kaiser. We know that. And he posted the flyers, Kaiser Got Funny, everywhere on the buildings and like passing it out in the departments. And I was like, Subhas, does the CEO of Kaiser know that we're doing this? Right? I know. I'm like, does he know that we're doing this? What if he's like sees the flyer and he'd be like, Kaiser got the what now? Who approved this? You know, like he'll be like, bring these people to me. Like I'll get in trouble. Meanwhile, Subhas will be like, I don't know, sir. I work at Pete's Coffee Shop. But no, Subhas is great. He told me he wants to do like a 1 hour set, for jokes. And I thought he meant like sit-ups, But no, he will do 1 hour set. I believe in him. But, I work at the pharmacy. And working at the pharmacy is very stressful, right? It's like I have to deal with a lot of rude people constantly on a daily basis. And one time I was trying to help this man and he just started screaming at me. And then he tells me, you heard me, you Arabic bitch. It's like, oh my God. I was like, thank you. How great was my eye makeup that he thought I was Arabic? I'm like, sir, you might as well have said you heard me, my goddess queen. So then I pretended his Prozac wasn't ready yet, so he could keep the compliments coming. But working at the pharmacy, I do enjoy it. Like, I love counting the pills, and I also like making music, like beatboxing at the same time, because I like to have fun at the pharmacy, that's my only fun. Like, I'd be counting pills like 5, 10, 15, 20, and the pharmacist is like, stop that, you sound like my dog when he's just about to throw up. Sorry. But, one time the pharmacy did get robbed, and it was very scary. And this is true, like, the guy came in with a gun, and he asked for all the oxycodones. And, I was luckily off, but my friend Jihan, she told me the next day, she's like, she was still in tears. She's like, he came in with a gun, and we had to give all the oxycodones. And I was like, oh my God. Then I went up to the manager. I'm like, hey, why don't we, put, hormone pills in the real oxy bottle, just for robbery use next time. The guy will be in a rush, he won't know, he'll take it, next time he goes robbing another place, he'll be all emotional, his breast will be tender, please hands up. He'll be like, you got any chocolates back there? Or he'll be like, can I just get a hug first, right? But or either that or like like laxative pills. Cops will be coming over like, yeah, where is he? I'm like, yeah, sir, please follow the poop trails or something. I also work at the doctor's office part-time because I have a answering phone calls because I have a PhD in reception. I just love the thrill of it because like when patients call in, sometimes they're in their own world. I'd say my name like, hello, this is Anu, and they're like, hi, Danielle. I'm like, Danielle? Where's Danielle? I'm like, no, this is Anu. And they're like, I don't care if you're new, just connect me to my doctor. Okay. But yeah, that is also a fun job. But when I was younger, my dream job was to be a mailman. Just being my own boss, delivering mail, but then I realized I'm like horrible at directions. I'll probably just end up calling the person like, hey, I'm at the corner of Quick Quack, come get your mail. Also, one of my dream job is like to be like a voiceover actor, but like for like unusual things, like at the elevator or something, like instead of, like how when you go to the elevator, it goes ding, like I want to do that with my voice, like boom, and the people will be like, huh, what was that? Or like something like when you're calling somebody and it's like goes to a voicemail and I'll be like, you have 2 new messages or something like that. But I was born in India and I moved here when I was like 6. I grew up watching a lot of Indian Bollywood movies. Do you guys know Bollywood movies? Yeah. A lot of singing, a lot of dancing. A lot of people are getting slapped by their parents for dating poor people. One time, it's true. One time me and my mom were watching this Bollywood movie and she's looking at the actor, right? And she tells me like, oh, he was such a handsome, good boy for you. You and him could have gotten married. Like, how disappointed in me. She was like disappointed in me for no reason. I was like, whatever, Mom, I couldn't. He's a huge star. And even if I could, I wouldn't want to because this actor right here is notoriously a man whore. And my mom took that term literally. She's like, what? A man whore? Why does he need to do that kind of job? I'm like, not literally like that, Mom. I mean, he just likes to sleep around with women. And then she goes, ew, for free? And she goes, wait, but how many women is a lot of women? And I'm like, well, literally thousands, Mom. And she goes, see, I knew you had a chance with him. Mom's so funny. But no, me and my mom, we were the ultimate Bollywood movie fans. Like, we still are, but like me growing up here, I used to even write letters to Bollywood actors when I was little, like actors like Shah Rukh Khan. I don't know if you know Shah Rukh Khan, if you look him up. He's like the Tom Cruise of India, except he's way taller. He's 5'3", and I love you. I laugh. One of my dreams was when I'm old enough, I wanted to go back to India to pursue to be a Bollywood star. Sounds cool, but my friends were like, you're insane. Why don't you just go to Hollywood? It's right here. No. They were like, that's like someone who grows up here in America wants to play baseball professionally so bad, so they moved to Korea. Right? But whatever, that was my dream. I wanted to do that, so I went back to India and I went to tons of auditions in Bollywood. And then I got rejected by all the producers. But getting rejected by Bollywood producers, they were like super polite. They were like, no, sorry, no, not today, tomorrow, no. Thank you, bye. I even got rejected by like the street cows on the street while I was on my way to the audition. The cow was like, no. She's trying to tell me don't go to that audition. But eventually I did book the coolest gig. I got to be on the Bollywood version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So that was pretty cool, guys. Yeah. I was hired to usher people in and pass out prizes. But you gotta start somewhere, right? But I did stay for like a year. I made a lot of money. And then eventually I ran into that producer. I'm like, hey, can I be contestant on your show now? And the guy gladly told me, no. But my mom was glad I was back. Yeah. She's my best friend, you know. She's one time I did a show, comedy show, like at a cabaret, like at a burlesque place, and I told my mom, I thought she would be like, "Whoa, that's cool," but she's like, "Oh my God, a burlesque show! Don't start taking your clothes off and start dancing with them." I was like, "Mom, I'm trying to make them laugh. I'm not trying to audition for Magic Mike." But no. I do like to play the greatest sport in the world. I play chess. Thank you. Yes. But nobody really ever wants to play chess, you know, like people are like Netflix and chill. Nobody's ever like chess and chill. Guys are like, you said we would have sex if I could beat you in this game. It's been 4 hours now. Does this game ever end? I'm like, well, actually, yes, it does. Checkmate. And I'm like, knight moves to bishop. Now you move your car and drive home. Thanks for the game. Well, yeah, when it comes to relationships, I got cheated on, and that sucks because now the relationship is dead. I gotta start all over again, like a video game, right? Like back to level 1, like a Nintendo Super Mario Bro. Now that I look back, my relationship was a lot like Mario. All my best plans went down the 2 pipes, like. I was like, I kept playing back with that disgusting mushroom for nothing, like. Like special occasions would come around. He should have been like, wahoo, let's go. Right? But instead, he was like, no, babe. I gotta work on Valentine's Day. No. So let's celebrate the day before, yeah? That is so suspicious. Especially since he didn't even have a job. So, yeah, that's why now I do not waste any more time when I'm in a relationship. Like, I believe after 6 months' time has gone by, I want the guy that I'm dating, I want him to step it up, you know, do something really meaningful for me, you know, like kill himself. Because, I don't know, that will be kind of romantic, I think, if he does that for me. But yeah, don't get me wrong, I am a hopeless romantic. My favorite romantic comedy on Netflix is called You. I don't know if you guys ever, season 5 is out, so I'm excited. My friend is like, isn't that a thriller? I'm like, yeah, the thrill is to find out if he's gonna fall in love with you or he's gonna make a Pinterest board of your life. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just stick to crushing one way now. Like, you know, no disappointments, no expectations. Like, I have a crush on my church pastor, and he's my church pastor, and I've tried to imagine like what that relationship would be like, right? Like him pastor, me a comedian. Like that's a funny relationship. Like, you know, like he'd be saying stuff at church and during the day, and I'll be going to clubs at night making fun of it. Like, and the people got stoned to death, and I'm like, holy shit, that sounds like my high school friends. Write that down. That's a great joke. But no, that is a funny relationship. But yeah, I was worried when I told my mom that I'm going to pursue stand-up. So, you know, I invited her to one of my shows recently so she could see that I have potential, you know? And after she saw me go up, she's like, all right, I don't mind you do comedy. Just make sure don't park your car too far, you know, and don't go inside if no one's there yet. Make sure don't go inside at all. And make sure keep your real job at the hospital like a normal person. So I guess what I'm trying to say is my mom doesn't know I'm here tonight. She thinks I'm on a hot date with that Bollywood man who she wants from me. All right, guys, that's going to do it for my side. Thank you so much. You guys have been a wonderful audience so far. Keep the energy going, you guys, because I'm going to introduce you to the next comic. He's a great friend of mine, and please welcome to the stage, Chris Klonigan.
All right, hi there. I don't know if you saw the flyers around Kaiser. They had just a picture of Subus and Anu on it, and there was a secret guest. It was actually my picture on it, but it was covered up with the Dalai Lama because Subus is from Tibet. So, and I realized it makes a lot of sense because actually I am sort of similar to the Dalai Lama in that it's been about the same time since either me or the Dalai Lama have been in a relationship. So I actually do. I feel like I've taken a vow of celibacy, so I do actually feel like no, it's but no, actually, I do not work at Kaiser, but my dad was actually the head of nuclear medicine out in Roseville. So I've been at the hospital so much, I almost feel like I work there. But I remember like the guy, it took him forever to retire. He was just like, he kept talking about it, and then he's like, but he kept going to the hospital, you know, and like, he's like, well, I'm doing a couple days a week, you know, and then like, even we got to his retirement party, and I was like, I honestly would not be surprised if he left this party and just went right back up to the hospital. He just kept right on working there. But yeah, my name is Chris, and actually, I don't know if you've looked this up, but like, you can look up and see like what year a name you were, the name you have, the year you were born, with the year, Jesus, the year. That was on purpose. No, I'm sorry. But you can look online and see like what year a name was actually the most popular. And I looked it up, and it turns out like the year I was born was one of the years where they were cranking out the most amount of guys named Chris. So I mean, I just think like when they want to say that at the hospital, like, hey, FYI, we're cranking out a ton of guys named Chris right now. But I can't believe this, but I actually am a former smoker. Like I actually used to smoke a lot of cigarettes, like almost 2 packs a day. And I absolutely loved it, but I mean, I quit because it kills you, obviously. But I miss it now so much that I over-romanticize it to the point where, like, if I see people, like, actually smoking, I actually get almost, like, starstruck. Like, I'm not kidding you. Like, if I see people step out of a bar, I feel like I want to say, like, hey, can I get a picture with you guys? Like, honestly, like, I feel like if I had a barbershop, you know how they have, like, pictures on the wall? I would just have, like, signed pictures with, like, random smokers. Yeah. People be like, who are these guys? Like, these are just some great Americans who never gave up on their dreams. But actually, I love looking at old pictures, and like everybody has a cigarette in their hand, whereas now like everybody has a phone in their hand. And it's like, you know, and like, you know how they're saying it's like phones are, because of social media, it's like, it's the new loneliness is almost as dangerous as smoking. I love the idea that you could like bring somebody back from the past, and like they see everybody looking down at their phones, and they'd be like, are those e-cigarettes? But actually, I quit biting my nails, and I went to go get a manicure for the first time because I thought, well, this is great. I'll start fresh, you know. And like everything I would tell the manicurist, she kept telling me like, oh, you're very good. You know, I was like, I'm here getting a manicure because I quit biting my nails. She's like, oh, that's very hard. How you do that? You're very good. I was like, I don't know, you know, like I quit smoking, so maybe I'm good at quitting stuff cold turkey. She goes, oh, you're very good. I feel like I could tell her anything. She'd be like, you're very good. Like, remember all those forest fires years ago? I was the one who set those, and they never found out it was me. Like, oh, you're very good. I also, like, as I said, I quit having relationships so I could, like, spend more time writing. And so, like, now I have 3 brothers. Now all of them are married except for me. And so, like, the only time I think about it is, like, at Christmas time. Like, everybody we know and them, like, they send out, like, pictures of themselves and their family, like, you know, with their and their kids, like, you know, it's like it'll say like, you know, season for joy, you know, and like I realized like the most I could do is like I'm gonna do like a single guy Christmas card, you know, just kind of like me by the fire, you know. 'Tis the season to go out of town and try to get me to watch your dogs. But actually, like, I help out with my brothers, and my brother asked me to bring a toaster over to my niece's birthday party so he could make bagels for all of the guests. So I brought the toaster over to the party. I had it under my arm, and I walked into the party, and you know how people just start talking to you? So I was walking around the party, and I realized I just had like a toaster under my arm. People were like, what's up with the toaster? I'm like, it looked like I had like some sort of like emotional support toaster. But I love talking to my nephew. He was telling me that he likes Easter better than Halloween because Easter is like a less stressful way to get candy. I think it's like a great approach. But also, I've had like a lot of like part-time jobs, so I could have more time to write on the side. I remember this one job I was like an AV tech for lawyers, and the job was so erratic. I never knew they're gonna call me and be like, "Can you be in court in 2 hours in a suit to present this PowerPoint?" Which is a problem because I always had to wear like, you know, a suit with a white button-down shirt, and I hate wearing a white button-down shirt unless I have like a white T-shirt on underneath. And I remember one day they called me, and like I thought I had one white T-shirt left in my drawer, but the last white thing was actually a pillowcase that I had folded up. And like for a split second, I'm like, well, maybe I can cut 2 armholes and a neck hole in the pillowcase and wear it as a T-shirt, you know? But then I'm like, oh my God, no, I can't do that. Like, what if somebody sees in my shirt and they're like, hey man, are you wearing a pillowcase? Like that's honestly that's the kind of thing that would affect you later. That could kill any promotion. You know, they're just like, this is killing me. This guy does such a great job. But remember that time he wore a pillowcase? Yeah, I also I used to work with a guy there, and he would always lie and say that he couldn't work late because he had to be somewhere at 5 o'clock. And like I realized it one time because he told me, he goes, somebody's trying to get me to work late, and he goes, oh, just tell me you got to be somewhere at 5 o'clock. I was like, did he not remember that he used that on me, or was he like, trust me, it's a great lie. I used it on you many times. But I remember one time, like I saw him actually do it to somebody over the phone, and when he did it, like he pretended to check the time, you know. So he was like, oh, no, I can't do it. Actually, I got to be somewhere at 5 o'clock. But he wasn't wearing a watch. So I just love that he like pretended to look at his watch. Like that helped him to like make the lie more of a believable over the phone, you know? It's just like he had to pantomime it out. It's just like I love it. Anything is more believable over the phone. You're like, actually, yeah, I got to get off the phone right now. Yeah, somebody just put a gun to my head. Yeah, no, don't call the police. I'm sure it's fine. Let me just see what he wants. All right, okay, thanks a lot. All right, bye-bye. I also like, I was always trying to like look for like a cheap apartment so I could like, you know, have more time to write, you know? And problem is like, if an apartment is too cheap, then it just means that you're gonna spend all your time dealing with weird issues. And I remember I went to this one apartment, and the landlord kept asking me, she's like, are you a Scientologist? And like, I could tell her, no, I'm not a Scientologist. Why do you keep asking me that? She goes, because you look like Tom Cruise. I was like, I like Tom Cruise. My theory is now like after I think like it was maybe like this part of my forehead kind of looks like Tom Cruise, because like I say that because like when we had to wear masks, these like two women came into my work, and like when they walked in to see somebody, they're like, oh, look at this guy. Who do we got? You got a handsome brow there. Who's that under there? Tom Cruise? Come on, pull down the mask. Let's see, you know. And I pulled on the mask, and they were like, okay, thank you. I was like, Jesus. I actually, I remember one time I was thinking about this. Like, I actually moved home to live with my parents to, like, you know, save money on writing. And at first I was like, God, maybe I was like, should be kind of like ashamed of that, you know. But it was like a wonderful experience. And then I read that the writer of 1984, George Orwell, he had like, he lived with his parents in like South London for like 10 years. I'm like, wait a minute, actually, I'm part of a storied tradition of writers who moved home to live with their parents. But then I went to Barnes and Nobles, and I'm like, wait a minute, are all these books written by people who moved home to live with their parents? I'm like, I'm not paying for this shit. But I love it when I remember my dreams. I don't know if this was a dream or just a thought I had, but it was like there were French police, and they were beating this guy up, and I knew they were French because they were beating him up with baguettes. And what was interesting to me about it was that the cops did not have guns, and it made me wonder, like, could you actually have police officers without guns? And then I was watching this documentary about Woodstock, the music festival, and they actually did it because they needed security for the festival. And at the time, I guess they were having problems, like they kept having riots, and the cops would be beating everybody up. So they're like, okay, who can we get who's the opposite of a police officer? So like they hired a hippie, this guy named Wavy Gravy. And he shows up with this crew, and like they got no shirts and like paper hats made out of newspaper. And their strategy was they would walk around the festival, and if things got out of hand, they would just ask people, please don't do that. And they called themselves the Please Force. I think it would be great if they actually bring that back now with like if they're like, they bring in the SWAT team, and they're like, the crowd still will not disperse. It's like, all right, 269, bring in the hippies. They just bring in some guys wearing bongos. And they're like, oh God, the crowd is totally relaxed. This is working fantastic. Okay, man, that's a terrible idea. It's a really, the city's in ruin now. I love watching also ocean documentaries about the ocean. But what happens is like you end up seeing so much content about seals. It's like seals getting eaten. You know, they're just kind of like rolling in the water. It's like, and you watch it, they're just kind of rolling in the water. It's like, these guys are basically just like ocean hot dogs. Also, I don't know if you know this guy. I love watching on public television. There's a travel host named Rick Steves. And I love him because he's like, he travels all the world doing shows, and he's like so upbeat, you know, about the darkest issues. Like he'll go to Germany and be like, let's take a trip to Germany, where the people had to learn the hard lessons of fascism. But I love this. The guy was like, he's traveling all around the world, and then like he actually got divorced. And I love it that he would probably be just as upbeat about that. You know, he's just like, sometimes you and your wife can grow very distant, and your marriage can dissolve. But the two of you can find new happiness for years to come. Please support public television. I actually, God, what else was I going to talk about? Oh, God, sorry about that. I love going to art museums, and like, you know how like when you go to art museums, they'll have like stuff written on the wall about the artist. And like I went to this one exhibit, and seriously, it said like the key to understanding this work was that he had suffered a war injury that had left him sexually devastated. And I just wondered, did the artist know that they were going to write that about him, or did he have to show up to the exhibit like sexually devastated? Like you just got to take that down, dude. I love it too. Like I always feel though I love going to museums, but I always feel kind of like disappointed with artists. You know, I feel like if you're an artist, you should understand when you're being like a hypocrite. You know, it's just like I feel like as artists, they always use these like really toxic materials. You know, just like I gotta use this resin that's gonna go into the water and kill all the fishes, so I can make this sculpture to teach people to care about the environment. All right, forget about that one. I was actually also I was reading about these underground lakes in Mexico. You know, the cenotes, and they actually they were getting polluted by all these like chicken farms. So they this legal group down there, they're representing the cenotes, and they're actually suing the chicken farms. And it made me think about like the book The Lorax. Like he instead of just speaking for the trees, he should have been their attorney at law. Like that actually would have gone over a little bit better. I'm sorry, I keep checking my paper here. I really didn't know how to do that. But what I'm saying is like I'm really tight with my brothers, and one of my brothers, it's like he tries to do it all. You know, no matter what's going on, no matter if he's too busy, we still try to like call and have long conversations. But he always, in order to spend the time, he always feels he has to like multitask in the background. And like sometimes he has so much going on, he'll like forget that he's talking to me. Like I remember one time where we were talking, he got quiet, and all of a sudden I was like, "Hello," and he goes, "Oh, geez, I'm so sorry. You know, I just tried to pause you. I thought I was listening to a podcast." It's like, oh crap. But I remember one time I went to a state fair, and I actually saw the hypnotist show for the first time, and I was so blown away. It looked so real to me. I'm like, how are they doing this? Like, this cannot be real. But like, I mean, it looks like these people are totally hypnotized. I mean, I was just blown away, and I was like, but this cannot be real, is it? Then years later, I went to another hypnotist show, and my friends made me volunteer, and I got picked to actually go up on stage. And the hypnotist, he kept telling us, he's like, all right, now if you don't feel hypnotized, please leave the stage. But I just kept staying up there because I thought, well, maybe he's going to kick in at some point. And all of a sudden the hypnotist goes, all right, now everybody left on the stage is completely hypnotized. And I was like, oh crap, I'm not hypnotized. And he grabbed me on the shoulder and he's like, all right, now stand up and start playing the violin. So I stood up and I just started playing the violin, like, you know, going along with it. And I could hear people there like laughing, like, oh, this guy's hypnotized. And all of a sudden the hypnotist leans into me and he goes, everybody loves you. Everybody loves you. And that's when it hit me. I'm like, oh my God, hypnotism is not real. It's like, I see how this works. It's like, look, everybody's loving the show. You could either ruin it right now or stand up and be the greatest hypnotized guy anybody's ever seen. And by the way, who says stuff like, everybody loves you? Like, where do you learn to say creepy stuff like that? All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and leave you there, guys. Thank you so much.
Give it up for Tom Cruise, everybody, from the forehead up. I actually grew up in Hollywood, but not exactly in Hollywood. It's just like super next door to Hollywood. It's called the Yuba City. Hey, if you point to it on a globe, they're right next to each other. But yeah, let's get ready for our headliner this evening. Are you guys ready I'm going to introduce you to Subhas Sharma.
Meh. You know, folks, the immigrants, they write stuff on the napkins because they got no papers. You like that, brother? Do you have paper?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. I like that, I like that. How about you? Do you like that, brother?
No.
You don't like that? It's all good, it's all good, it's all good. It's all good. My name is Subhash Sharma, guys. I'm from Nepal, right? Top of the world. The Mount Everest. I speak 4 different languages. Yeah, give it up to me, everybody. Please. Thank you. Okay, I love the crowd over here. We got like seven audience, right? I love the crowd over here. None of them I speak good. You know, folks, I was a soccer coach in Sacramento, right? I used to coach soccer, my children, right? I used to coach the little girls like 3, 4 years old, all right? I was a really bad soccer coach. I was a really bad soccer coach. I used to make a little girl cry, all right? I used to call them wrong name, you know what I mean? Like Emily, Ashley, Ali. I used to call them wrong name. Used to make them cry. They hated me, you know what I mean? You know, folks, I got a 6-game suspension fighting with the referee. Yeah, I did. I got a lot of yellow cards. I got a lot of red cards. But they never gave me a green card. Alright, that's not funny, all right? That's not funny, all right? No, I might get deported, you know what I'm saying? In a Guantanamo Bay or like El Salvador, you know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm talking about. You chin up all, you know what I'm saying? You chin up all. They shave your hair and shit. And you put all the white, you know, uniform and shit, and you walk like. That's not funny, yeah. Shit. I love Donald Trump, you know. I love him. They tried to kill him like 3, 4 times, you know. Look at him now. He's a president, you know what I'm saying? I love Donald Trump, you know. Trump is like a cockroach. He will never die. That's not funny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Trump. Please don't deport me, please. I have 2 children here, born and raised, all right? I'm a soccer coach. I help homeless people and shit. Please don't deport me. That's not funny, folks. Shit. Trump. Like I said, I'm from Nepal. Do you guys know it's Nepalese? Anybody? You know, Paula knows it's Nepalese. The other day, I asked the same question, right? Does anybody know it's Nepalese? One of the gentlemen, he got hella excited, right? And he got up from his chair, and then he showed me his nipple. I'm like, sir, that's not Nepal, all right? That's nipple, all right? That's very disrespectful for my country, all right? Shit. You know, Nepal is a beautiful country, all right? We have a Mount Everest, all right? Top of the world. We got Yatis, all right? The Buddha was born there, all right? Love, peace, and harmony. They came from Nepal, all right? You know, folks, a lot of people from all around the world, all right? They go to my country. Some of them, they go for the rafting, right? They go like, some of them, they go for the hiking, all right? They got like a backpack over here, right? And they go like, right? They go for hiking. Some of them, they go to my country to climb the Mount Everest. They get oxygen and shit, you know, all over, like a backpack and shit, all kind of shit. They go, they go to my country and they die. That's not funny, all right? You know, folks, people, they go to my country to die. I came here to survive. I'm like, why you want to go to Nepal and pay $50,000 to die? Right, brother? That's a hell of money, you know what I'm saying? You can retire in $50,000, right? Maybe not now, right? You know, you can go to elementary school over here and you can get a free shot. That's not funny, yeah. Okay, that's not funny at all. Shit. No laugh on that one. Dark humor. Do you guys like dark humor? Okay. The other day I was having a really, really bad day. A friend of mine, he told me, hey, Subas, hanging in there, man. So I got a rope. That's not funny. Last year, my mother passed away. I'm glad. I didn't have to send her money anymore. Sorry, Mama. Dark humor, guys. I'm sorry about that shit. I hate gravity because gravity killed Kobe Bryant. You know, folks, gravity is a law of physics. That everything that goes up has to fall down. Gravity is a bitch. I hate gravity. That's not funny, folks. I'm talking about dark humor, all right? I have been doing comedy for the last 7 years. Yeah, give it up to me, everybody, please. Yeah, thanks. I used to bomb all the time. I still do. Back in the days, I used to think that bombing is better than killing. Because when you bomb, you kill more people. Like Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Oklahoma City. Sorry, guys. It's a dark humor, all right? I'm very bad on dark humor. Do you guys like romantic humors? All right, let's do romantic humor. How about that? My wife is a Filipino. all right? Filipino Catholic. And I'm a Hindu guy from Nepal, all right? I was not supposed to marry, the Filipino Catholic according to my religion, because the Hindus are like kind of Muslim, you know what I'm saying? But I got hella horny. I guess my wife got horny too, all right? So we did like a boom boom, all right? Like a bang bang. So my wife, she got pregnant, right? She got pregnant and she's like, hey, Subas, I'm a Catholic Filipino. We got to marry before the baby come. Otherwise, the baby going to be a bastard. and I said, okay, I got it. We went to Sacramento downtown, all right? We paid like $100 for the marriage certificate, all right? Cheapest marriage ever. And the judge say, okay, kiss the bride. Game over, folks. Me and my wife, we got 2 children, all right? My son, his name is Kobe. I named him after Kobe Bryant, by the way, guys. I love Kobe Bryant. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I got 2 children, half a Filipino, all right? Half a Nepali, all right? Half a Catholic, half a Hindu, all right? Made in America. But they look like a Mexican. look like this guy right here. My son look like this guy right here. I don't know who the dad is. So maybe I gotta do some DNA test, you know what I'm saying? You never know. Shit. Do you guys know how to play poker? You know how to play poker, sir? You do? All right. Are you good in poker? Are you decent in poker? All right. I like this guy. I don't know how to play poker, but I know how to poke her. The other day, me and my wife, we made love, all right? After I'm done, she gave me $50. I didn't like that shit. I'm not a fucking gigolo. I'm a husband, right? I wanted a 75. Do you give money to him over there? No. All right. Yeah. No way. Oh, shit. Thank you for coming, guys. I like that. Yeah. Give it up to my co-worker over here, please. Not my co-worker, but she works next to my door over here, right? Kaiser. I don't know what do you do, but what do you do?
I work in health education.
Well, what do you do?
Education. What do I do?
Yeah.
I work in the healthy living store.
Oh, okay. I mean, like, what
What
actually?
do? We
Yeah.
get like referrals for chronic conditions, basically, and we educate people about stuff like that.
Cool. Yeah. Give it up to her, please. Give it up. She saved people lives.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, doing a paperwork, all right? Just kidding. Just kidding. We got 2 more over here, audience. They also work in the Kaiser over here. Yeah, I know you. I know you, but I know you. I seen your face, but I never know your name. Probably you don't know my name either, too.
I see you rolling the cart everywhere, but no.
Yeah. I work there. What's your name?
Judy.
Judy. Okay. Welcome here. Yeah. Thank you for coming, supporting us. All right. I need an audience. You know what I'm saying? What's your name, brother?
Mike.
Mike. Judy. Yeah. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Are you guys like husband or wife?
Engaged.
Right. Cool. All right. Give it up to everybody too. Yeah. Thank you. Very much. How long you have been together?
2.5 years.
Oh, why you look at each other?
You have to agree.
2.5, or like maybe 3 years, maybe 4 years. I like that. Thank you for coming. Right. You know, folks. The other day, I had a show in the Sacramento Punchline. You guys have been to Sacramento Punchline? Yeah. I had a show over there, right? And I request my wife, all right, honey, would you please come with me in a Sacramento Punchline? You have never seen me perform live before. And then my wife, she said no. and then I asked her why. And she's like, you're a very bad performer in the bed. I cannot imagine how you perform on the stage. The gas price is very high. And you're not funny. Shit. My wife, she did not go to the Sacramento Punchline. I'm glad she did not go because I bombed very hard. Shit. Thanks God for that one. Have you guys ever seen a show called 60 Minutes? Yeah? All right. I'm thinking about doing a show called An Hour. You got it. This is smart. It's smart crowd over here. You know what I'm saying? An hour. 60 minutes is too long. 1 hour, right? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, brother? Yeah, you know that. Do you guys know that they say like about 69% of the human body is made by water? Do you guys agree with that shit? About 69%. Do you agree with that one? You work in the healthcare thing. They say like about 69% of the human body is made by water. Do you guys agree with that shit? More than that? More than that? All right, so can I call you water, sir? All right. That's not funny, yeah. I'm working on that material, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about this shit. Oh, shit. I need some water over here. Take some break. Do you guys have you ever have a chicken tikka masala, guys? Yeah. You guys have a what do you call Indian food? Yeah. Cool. The other day I went to Indian food, right? Indian restaurant, and then I had a chicken tikka masala with a garlic naan, right? You know what I'm saying? Hella spicy and it's good, you know what I'm saying? I eat like Indian, it's like hand, no spoon, no shit, nothing like that, right?
Like a Mexican with the tortillas.
Yeah, you know that. Mexican tortilla, like use a hand right here, right? Use a 5 finger, you know what I'm talking about? Like 5 finger, no fucking spoon, no drama, no shit. You don't need that shit. Like, chicken tikka masala with the garlic naan, hella good. Right? Spicy shit. And after an hour, I got a stomach problem, right? Shit. Grrr. Grrr. right? And then I went to the bathroom in my work, right? And after I'm done, I look for the toilet paper. No toilet paper. Shit! All right? And then I look behind for the toilet seat. No toilet seat either. Thanks God I had a mask on my face. You know, folks, I'm from Nepal, all right? Third world country, all right? In my country, we don't use toilet paper, all right? We go in the bath, you know, in the jungle, in the river, shit, wherever, you know what I'm saying, like backyard, wherever, shit, right? We go like fucking, you know, shit down there like this shit. And then we shit right there. That's how we do. We shit, just like that shit. And then you got a rock, whatever you have, like a tree, you know, like a bush, whatever. That's how you wipe your ass over there. So to me, the max was not bad. Shit, that's not funny, huh? You know, folks, I work in the Kaiser Permanente. You guys know that shit? But I'm not a doctor, all right? I'm a barista. Do you guys know baristas? Yeah, barista is like yeah. I call myself a coffee tender, like a bartender, all right? But I'm not a chicken tender, all right? The other day, you know, I was making a coffee, all right? And I had a customer, double max on her face. And she was wearing a gloves on her hand, all right? She was watching me like a hawk. And then she made me wash my hand 2 times in front of everybody. Hella embarrassing, all right? And then she ordered, hey, can I get a caramel macalaca? With the extra shot of espresso in it. I put decaf on that shit. You know, I don't get mad, you know what I'm saying? I just do my job, you know what I'm saying? you know, folks, I work in the Beach Coffee. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys drink my coffee, right? Yeah. And I don't like the customer, they come to my Beach Coffee and then speak in Starbucks language. You see what I'm saying? Hey, can I get a grande, vente, macalaca? I'm like, sir, this is America. Can you please speak in English? You know, folks, do you guys drink coffee, right? You guys know what a cappuccino is? Cappuccino is like mostly like a foam and the espresso, right? The other day I had a customer, right? And she ordered a cappuccino and she complained hella hard. She's like, hey man, you charge me like $6-7 for foam. There's nothing, only foam. That's a rip-off. And then I told her, you know, ma'am, the cappuccino is like a bag of chips. Mostly you pay for the air. You know, guys, the inflation is high right now, right? Inflation is high, you know, turf, whatever the shit it is. Tax, whatever the fuck it is. So other day I had a customer and he bought hella shit, right? He bought like sandwich, salad, soda, coffee, and his grand total was like $69. Yeah. And then he complained hella hard. For $69, I can have a really nice steak dinner. And I told him, sir, I'm from Nepal. If you go to my country, for $69, you can have a cow, whole cow, all right? You can buy a whole cow. And you can eat a whole cow for $69. That's not funny, yeah. Folks, the other day I had a customer, right? Elderly lady, you guys know I work in the hospital, hospital is really hard to work, right? Elderly lady, right? And she ordered a drink, right? And I asked her, would you like hot or cold? And then she said, my name is Mary. Oh, shit. You know what I'm talking about? I asked her, would you like hot or cold? And she said, my name is Mary. I'm like, I didn't ask that shit. I didn't ask your name. I asked her, would you like hot or cold? Shit. The other day, I was like on my phone, right? Talking to my friend, and then I was eating food on my phone, right? And I had a customer, and it's like, every time I come here, you're always on your phone. You're like talking, you're like eating, disgusting, you're like very disrespectful. I want you to get fired. Who is your boss? Well, what is your name? And I told him that my name is Bin Laden. You like that joke? Shit. How much time do I have, Anu? 3 more minutes? Right? She said I got 3 more minutes. Right. Whew. I'm glad I did like 27 minutes so far. Last time I asked somebody, I'm going to do like 30 minutes. And then he said, 30 minutes is too long. And I told him, that's what my wife says. That's not funny, yeah. Whew, shit. Folks, I produce my own shows. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming, everybody, please. Because nobody booked me in their show. Last time I produced my show, I lost $200. All right? That's not funny. That's why I'm broke, or like homeless. You know what I'm saying? I'm broke like an old prostitute. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm talking about? The old prostitute is like an old car. Like the depreciation goes down. You know what I'm saying? The value goes down. I produce a show called Godfather. All right. Have you guys ever seen a movie called Godfather? Yeah. I produce a show called Godfather. The other day, somebody asked me, hey, are you a godfather? I told him that, no. I'm a bad father. Right. I'm going to do one more joke here. I don't know. Do you guys like, I'm going to end up with dark humor. Do you guys like dark humor? The people, they work in the hospital, military, the people, they work in the funeral, you know what I'm saying? They like dark humor. I love dark humor because I see, the dead people all the time. I work in the, you guys know what I'm talking about. The reason I do stand-up comedy is because I work in the hospital. All right. This is a fucking fact, true. I'm not fucking lying. Right? I've been working in the hospital for 20 years. And I see a lot of dead people. That's not fucking funny, all right? That's not fucking funny, all right? I do, when I throw the garbage, you know what I'm saying? When I throw the garbage, like, you know, like garbage, throwing that shit, there's a morgue over there. Next, you know, the downstairs, there's a morgue. I see the fucking morgue all the time. Every fucking day, right? Every fucking day I see the morgue. I see dead people all the time. You guys see in the office. You guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. You guys see in the office like a prisoner, you know, like in the computer, like in front of the computer shit, right? I fucking go around. I go around all over, right? So that's not fucking funny, right? That's my job. I'm fucking being a barista, doing shit, right? The reason I do stand-up comedy, I work in the hospital. I see a lot of dead people. And I'm like, let me make them laugh before they die, before they end up in the morgue, right? I'm like, if they don't laugh at my joke, fuck them.
They tell you that's not funny.
That's not funny, yeah. That's not funny. Let them die sad, mad, and angry. We're all gonna die one day anyway, folks.
That's not funny.
That's not funny. That's the fucking whole reason I do comedy, folks. Momente mori. You know what that means? Remember, one day we all die. I'm a philosopher, guys. Love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming out and spending your Friday evening with us, guys. Did you guys have a good time? Yay! Thank you so much for coming in. Drive home safe. Bye. Good night.
All right, everybody, that is it for us for the evening. Check out stayupcomedytheater.com for our full calendar of events. We're live in person Thursdays through Sundays, and we stream every gosh darn thing we do. Let's see. You know what, online audience, we're going to let you go home. Oh, you're already home, so hope to see you back here tomorrow. We've got 4 shows: sketch, stand-up, podcast, drag, all going on tomorrow. Hope to see you then. Otherwise, get home safe. Have a good night, everybody.